Hello everyone, my name is Jacob, and today I should be building a military off-road flatbed truck in Minecraft. Alright, so today we've got a sort of a modern flatbed military truck, which has some large tires on it, like an off-road style, and as I said, it is a modern style of truck, which means obviously it's a cab over design. So basically, this would be what the modern militaries are using today to transport their equipment around rough terrain. So we've basically got a standard truck that they usually get the trucks from, like Renault or maybe like Iveco, some probably also Mercedes, and they convert them slightly, or they get converted in the factory, so they get off-road tires. Usually the manufacturers already offer their trucks with different types of all-wheel drive, so basically you can have like a 6x4 truck, or you can have a 6x6. These obviously usually are 6x6, which would help them in crossing rough terrain. They're also lifted a bit. They've got some off-road accessories. The bumpers may be changed, and most importantly, the color, obviously. But other than that, pretty standard trucks that you can pretty much buy off the shelf, just a bit modified. So anyway, I haven't built a truck of this type before in Minecraft on video, so I better do it right now, and at a later date I'll probably do a cab behind off-road truck. Here you can see the sort of World War II style truck, but these weren't really off-road. I guess they were somewhat, but the modern ones are much more capable. So we'll do a cab behind one as well at some point. But today we're gonna do this one, and let's just go ahead and start. Okay, so the first thing to do, and the most complicated obviously, the most time consuming, are gonna be the wheels. So let's start like right here with some wheels. As you can see, these are my not patented 4 nether brick stair wheels, and these are sort of the intermediate stage between like single block wheels and 3x3 wheels. That's how I perceive them anyway. So here you can see how they're made. As all of my trucks, this one is gonna have a 2-block gap in between the adjacent wheels, and we're gonna have a 6-wheel truck here. Now obviously the real ones could have double wheels on the rear. I kinda don't want to do that because it wouldn't look right in Minecraft, because these are already too wide. So I'm just sticking to single wheels all round. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously you could have a different configuration. I'm not sure how many of them are just a 4x4. I guess there are some smaller ones, but the larger ones are generally 8x8. So this 6x6 is sort of in the middle, because I didn't want to crowd the whole thing with wheels, and it's kind of large as it is, so I didn't want to make it any larger. So this is pretty much a nice compromise. Obviously you can add and subtract as many wheels as you wish to, but anyway, let's continue with this truck. So when we've done the wheels, obviously the wheelbase from the front to the middle wheels is 4 blocks, and just a single block in between the rear wheels, so that gives you an idea of the length of the vehicle. And it's one block longer on the. It sticks one block over the front wheels and 2 blocks over the rear wheels. So that should explain the length. So let's continue with like the axles and stuff. I've chosen to do the axles a bit different on this truck than I usually do, because obviously this is supposed to be an off-road truck, and because of these weirdly shaped wheels. So we've got some slab axles, and so the front one is on the rear of the wheels, and then this one in the middle is also on the rear, and the rear one is in the front, so that it is sort of more hidden. And then I've just gone for some anvils as I don't know, just something that vaguely maybe looks like suspension. Obviously these trucks would be equipped with leaf springs, and quite a few of them, so I can't really replicate leaf springs, so this is pretty much the closest thing to it. I'm not sure if any of the modern ones are using coil springs. They might, because it would make sense on an off-road truck, but I think probably the cost would be too much for the militaries, so I'm guessing they stay away from coils. But anyway, on top of the truck we've got our non-patented again classic cab over cab, and we're gonna build that later. Let's just do the bumper first of all. So it comes down here like this, and we still have one block of ground clearance, which looks pretty good. And then on the sides we've got this sort of recessed bumper, so it's got better approach angle, I guess. On the side we've got some more green blocks. Obviously you can make it any color you want, maybe like darker green or tan or whatever. And so here we have the bottom of our cab. We're also gonna have a note block here, or a couple of them actually, which are gonna make up our radiator grille. Okay, and then behind here we've got the basically the chassis going back here, just connecting everything like this, so the tops of the anvils are connected, and we go one past the rear wheels here. There we go, perfect. And the flatbed is gonna go over a bit more. So anyway, if you wanted to build it with some other type of bed, you could also do that. I'm guessing most of the military trucks are flatbeds because they're the most versatile. But I guess you could have like a field hospital back or stuff like that. So you could have some sort of transporter for something or other. So anyway, I've added some more slabs to the middle here. These are gonna be acting as reinforcements, and now we can pretty much go for finishing the cab. So we're just gonna add another layer of green blocks like this, and then on top we're gonna go with the glass. So I'm using black stained glass here, and we have a solid wall at the rear. Perfect. This cab is, by the way, exactly the same as on pretty much all of my trucks, cab over trucks that I've built. So if you want to check out any of those, I have pretty much every bed type there is, and some other stuff, some other weird stuff, so you can check those out. So anyway, we've got some lights on the front there. We could also have some iron bars here, maybe to tie something to the front or other. Okay, and then once we've done this, we can add a roof on top of the cab. So we're gonna have a couple of pieces of black carpet in the middle there, and then the rest is gonna be just green carpet, and it's gonna form our roof. And I'm not sure I'm gonna go for the light bar on this one. As you can see on this one, I've made a sort of a light bar with some slabs there, and it doesn't look terrible, so that's pretty good. But we're gonna keep this one a bit more clean. So now we can pretty much move on to the bed. We could also add some tanks to the side here, so just 2 blocks of polished andesite on either side. These are gonna be our fuel tanks. And then we could do the bed. So the bed is also going to be made out of green concrete, and we're gonna have some mud guards here, a block in the middle, and some more guards there. And then we're gonna have some more green concrete on the back. So as I said, the bed sticks out a further 1 block. Okay. And then on the other side, obviously we're gonna do the exact same thing. So like this and like so. Perfect. Right. And then we're gonna fill the bottom with slabs, so that we can hide the suspension, the end wheel bits, and the wheel wells. And that's pretty much it. We could also add some lights to the rear, some red lights, obviously. So just use any sort of red block that you like for those. And I think that's pretty much it for our truck. So as I said, check out my other truck designs. There's a whole bunch of them, and stay tuned for the cab behind truck, off-road one, which is gonna come at some point. It's probably gonna be a bit bigger than this one. This one is a sort of an older style of design, and that one's gonna have the same ground clearance as this one. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.